Всем привет, друзья! Вы на канале Даник. И, ребята, ой, я туда зашел, подождите. Сейчас. Вот, ребята, что я увидел. Новое видео у талантика.
We're gonna call it today. I'm gonna be showing you some leaks for the episode 71 update in Toilet Tower Defense. So episode 70 of Skibidi Toilet just came out today.
Да, ребята, уже вышла 71 серия Skibidi Туалет. Поэтому обновление будет сегодня вроде бы. Хотя нет, не сегодня. Я потом в конце видео покажу. Я зайду в Roblox и вам покажу.
So as always, like and subscribe, because if you do, then we will add Titan Ohio Man. I might actually add Titan Ohio Man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyways, episode 71 update. So I've been mentioning the marketplace a lot. The marketplace is going to be in this update too. Like I said a couple of videos ago, and out within the next few days.
Он говорит, что будут новые
update will be the marketplace plus that, and this new episode didn't have anything too massive that's new. I'm just gonna show you guys the leaks now. So number one, there's this weird guy with 8 rockets. What's going on with his teeth? Anyways, he has a helmet, 8 rockets, and we already have an Octo rocket launcher toilet.
Мне кажется, что будут вот эти скибидисты, которые несли груз, вот этот вот важный.
But the one we have is flying. This guy is not flying. So here's what he's gonna look like in the game. We're gonna call this one the Octo Rocket Soldier Toilet. He'll have a bit more health, but be a bit slower than our...
Вот новый туалет был. Посмотрю его.
Is flying. This more health, but in Nightmare. Rocket Soldier.
Вот такой. Рокет, камера, ой, рокет, туалет, какой-то там.
Toilet. He'll have a bit more health, but be a bit slower than our current Octo rocket launcher toilet. But this isn't really anything too massive. Like, he's just gonna be another somewhat strong unit in endless mode and Nightmare. Then the next thing, there's this cameraman that has a red laser on his arm, and it looks like his arm is actually the laser. Well, kinda. It's like a laser that goes halfway up his arm and...
Новый камерамен будет, вот этот вот с лазером.
Holding it. So this is kind of like the large laser cameraman, except like it's a normal cameraman with a
У него туалетная бумага в виде бомбочки.
Red laser. So in game we're gonna call this one the red laser cameraman.
Вот такой он будет. В принципе, не отличается от огнемета. Огнемет такой же. Только пушка другая. У огнемета вроде бы нет джетпака. Или есть. Не знаю. Но это вылитый огнемет.
He pretty much just has a red laser on his arm. In the game he's like holding it with pretty much his entire arm instead of being like holding it on the side of his arm like with a handle. So this guy is most likely also gonna be a legendary. Actually, okay, we'll make him a mythic because it's kind of the upgraded version of the current laser gun cameraman legendary. We already have a bit of mythics in the game, but we can have one more. We only have 2 godlies still though, but there's gonna be another godly when we have the Easter event. I can promise you guys that. The Easter event is gonna be pretty big, probably about as big or maybe even bigger than the Christmas event. Then here's the 4.0 again. I thought he made...
Интересно, будет вот этот G-Man новый? Вот
a new suit, but I compared this to the current boss toilet 4.0 like before this episode, and it's pretty much the same suit with one big center laser, 2 lasers on the top, 2 lasers on the bottom, lasers by his eyes, lasers at the very top, and so on. So this is, I'm not sure if it's 100% exactly the same. It looked like they...
Кстати, ребят, вы заметили то, что вот у Джимена пушки вот эти, как у ранца камерамена Титана? Такие же вроде бы пушки.
There might have been a few small differences, but even on the wiki it's still the same G-Man Toilet 4.0, so we're gonna have this, well, we're not gonna have like a new one, it's still just gonna be the Boss Toilet 4.0 in our game. There's also this funny looking contraption.
Вот это самое интересное, я говорил про вот этот скибиди груз.
Option where it's like 2 toilets attached on the back, and then a helicopter blade thing, and some sort of cargo storage thing. So I'm actually thinking of doing something interesting for this one. So people have suggested a lot of spawner units, and I think whenever this toilet dies, like, you know, people could say it's like 2 toilets. It kinda is 2 toilets, but they are somewhat attached. Like, not only are they carrying it, but there's a helicopter propeller blade on it, so like, that's attached to that. That's probably attached to the back of those 2 toilets. There aren't 2 different
Они тут будут что-то делать, усыплять.
helicopter blades, so it is all kind of
Я не знаю, я не перевожу английский.
like one thing. So once the toilets die, I'm thinking the crate can fall to the ground, and then it could spawn like 2 random toilets or something. Like, not really overpowered random toilets. Maybe it could just spawn like a specific toilet that is somewhat small enough to fit in this. Because it wouldn't make sense to spawn like one of the boss toilets, because like the G-Man toilet's pretty big. But I don't know, I'll think of something that it can spawn, and that's gonna be the first spawner.
Вот какой. Ну, он не очень похож на тот, но, наверное, что-то будет делать интересно.
Enemy.
По-любому будет в бесконечном режиме он.
Well, it's not really gonna be like a spawner enemy. Like, it's not gonna spawn a certain toilet every certain amount of time. It's gonna be like, once it dies, then it spawns
Самое интересное, на какой он волне будет.
some more toilets. So I think that'll be unique, and once we have that system scripted in the game, then we can add a lot more cool stuff related to it, because again, we don't have any toilets like that yet. Anyways, the other really big thing in this update is going to be the marketplace. So about a month ago, when we got the new lobby, there were 2 things that said coming soon: the post office, which we added weeks ago already, and the marketplace. Actually, the post office is probably a month ago, and the new lobby is probably almost 2 months ago or something. Anyways, we just have this thing that says coming soon in the trading plaza, and there's not really too much you can do here. Like, the trading plaza has no special features. I mean, it has some cool things like the blimps flying around, but there are no special features for trading that are really different than a normal server besides the 100-player limit. So the marketplace will be the first thing that makes it easier to trade and stuff, and I think it will be a really good feature, because everyone could have their own booth, but
Талантику все хотят сделаться в друзья. Вот тут есть. Вот еще. Блин, тут нет.
like the blimps flying around, but there are no special features for trading that are really different than a normal server.
Вот тут. Вот тут уже.
Besides the 100-player limit. So the marketplace will be the first thing that makes it easier to trade and stuff, and I think it will be a really good feature, because everyone could have their own booth, but then that would be kinda annoying, because people could run around, look at all the booths, and they might spend more time when someone literally has one for cheaper in the server, but they just can't find it because there are literally 100 players in the server. And then if we made a global marketplace, there are way too many people. That would literally be like tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, or even millions of units on sale, so that would be insanely laggy. And the only way it wouldn't be insanely laggy is if it didn't show all units over like the top 100 cheapest ones. So it would not have a lot of people. Literally everyone would be buying stuff from the same marketplace, so it would take a really long time for stuff to process because of how many people are using it. But there are just a lot of negative things that would come with that. I mean, it would be really convenient to buy things, but it would be like atrocious for actually selling things because of, again, how many units people have and like how many players the game has. So I just don't think a global marketplace would be the best for selling things. So that is why we're gonna have marketplaces in each server. So 100 players in a server, you can put 10 units on sale. If you have like VIP Roblox Premium, we'll have like the max you're able to unlock be maybe 25. So that would mean at most 2,500 units on sale per server, and there are 60 units. I already explained this math before, but pretty much 50 out of the 60 units are pretty common. So let's say at most 2,500 units split up between 50 different ones. Then each menu would show 50 units, which would not lag at all. There wouldn't be a standardized price for everything, so you can hop servers to find better deals, and I just think that would be a much better marketplace system. them. Anyways, that's a lot behind how the marketplace works. And now, some other things. The upgraded Titan Drill Man is going to have new animations. He's going to have some new, really detailed, cool animations. Because right now, he's just a little weird. Like, he just bends down, like, bite the toilets. And, I don't know. His animations right now make him look a little silly. I'm not gonna lie. We're also probably gonna update the animations to some of the older units. And make, like, a movement animation for all the toilets. And maybe even some more particle effects and stuff. Like, we're gonna try adding a lot of cool stuff. Hopefully Evan adds it, but the particle effects for the Cupid camera woman's bow, like the arrows when they're flying through the air, and the healer TV woman's staff, which is supposed to make lightning come out of the sky, but right now there's no lightning because the particles weren't done. All those particles are done now, so those units are gonna look cooler too. And by the way, this update is going to be the end of the Valentine's event, so no more Valentine's event. It is going to end on the release of this update, and the release date of this update is probably gonna be the day after tomorrow. I'm really hoping it can be the day after tomorrow. I have a very tiny amount of UI left, but I'll for sure finish all of that. It's just the confirm screen, something really simple that will probably take me at most like 10 or 20 minutes. It'll just be like, are you sure you want to sell this unit for this price or whatever? So that is gonna be really easy. Evan also pretty much finished scripting the back end of everything. All he has to script is what the buttons do, which is a lot simpler and a lot faster than scripting the back end. So he's pretty much done scripting. You'll just have to script the units. I'll just have to balance the units, add them to the game modes, and finish making that little bit of UI. So we should be done with everything tomorrow and just have like a day to fix things, make sure everything works, and get all the UI, or not the UI, but the GFX, like the thumbnail and icon made. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.
И на этом все закончилось, ребят. Сейчас я покажу. Сейчас, ребята, я на сервере. И что тут добавили этого мэна? О! Ладно. Обнова не сегодня. Подождите, ребят. Где мой друг? Я хочу вас с ним познакомить. Trade upgrade Titan cameraman Mythic. Ну ладно, ребята. Всем пока. Там. Тунц. Ой. Подождите. Тунц. Сейчас, ребят. Блин. Сейчас вот. Блин. Он, наверное, ничего ребят не понимает. Ну ладно, ребята. Сейчас. Жмите на вот эту кнопочку. И вот туда. И всем пока-пока.